Sue, one of the things that I found in my career was a personal thing where I actually had tennis elbow for like 6 months. And a friend of mine had recommended instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, or IASTM as it's called, and within 2 treatments, I have not felt any more problem with that tennis elbow. So I thought there's something definitely going on here, and it's an effective pain reliever to be so robust in its effect. And I actually looked at the research, and research there's some basic science behind it. It's still real murky what's actually going on. There's not any real outcomes measures. A lot of case studies are out there. So I tend to use it. Athletes love it. I know athletic trainers have been doing it for a while. How are you using it in your practice?
Yeah, gosh, I've used some form of instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization for, probably a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And I think exactly like you said, I find it to be extremely effective with those real insertional tendinopathies.
Mm-hmm.
Those areas of pain that people are having right as the tendon is coming
Yeah.
off the bone, and that bone tendon interface is really where I tend to have really, really good
Mm-hmm.
results with it.
Right.
And I continue to use it in my practice. I think that for me as a clinician, the way I look at clinical practice and at research is that clinical practice always precedes the literature.
Yeah.
Right? Our clinical practice drives clinical questions, which then drives a research study.
Right.
And so the research is always going to be lagging behind clinical practice. That doesn't mean I don't do things.
That's right.
Because if I waited for research to tell me what to do, I might not have any therapeutic
That's right.
intervention to perform.
That's right.
And so there's so much information, whether it's histological or circulatory or physiological or even pain management type things, that I think clinically those of us who use the modality know it works, and I'll say that in quotes. We know it works. We've seen it work. We've had stories like you've had, and so we continue to utilize it, and we just need to continue to search for those answers as far as why is it working and how does it work.
Right.
Just because we don't know how it works or why it works doesn't mean it doesn't work.
That's right. That's right. Another great thing, as we both know, is it takes care of your hands. When you're doing a lot of manual work with our patients, those instruments really do help us to do more during the day than we could without them.
Absolutely. I mean, the longer I practice, the more I need hand-saving techniques. So I think,
right.
Yeah, instrument-assisted tools definitely help save our hands. And if that's the only reason to use it, I think that's a very valid reason to use them.
Thanks.
Yeah.